watching Mommy Did You Know? I'm Rachel, and today we're just going to talk a little bit about the best ways to pump successfully. So a lot of times my patients come out of delivery, and let's say they get separated, mom and baby get separated, whether the mom's unstable or maybe the baby's unstable and has to go to the NICU for a little bit. It is very important that mom starts pumping within the first few hours after delivery. They used to say within 6 hours, but honestly, the earlier you can start pumping, the better. So today I'm just going to start talking about some pumping tips that you can do to increase your milk production and just overall help your success when it comes to breastfeeding your baby. So the first thing we're going to talk about is one of the most important factors, and that's early pumping. If you and your baby are separated for whatever reason, especially in delivery, you have to start pumping as soon as possible after separation. Usually between 1 to 3 hours is your gearing point, but I know sometimes it doesn't happen if, let's say, mom's under magnesium or she's unstable or she's nauseous, but as soon as you can start pumping, it's better to start pumping as soon as possible. The moms that started pumping earlier actually showed to be exclusively breastfeeding a lot longer than the ones that were not pumping so early. So that's number 1. 2 is your frequency of pumping. I once came in and NICU mom, actually it happens a few times, NICU mom, she goes, I have no milk. I tried pumping and I have no milk, so I just stopped. So I was like, okay, how many times are you pumping? She goes, I pumped once. This was a 2-day C-section mom who had delivered her baby 2 days ago. She only pumped once, and she did not make how much she wanted, so then she just ended up not pumping. You really should be pumping about every 3 to 4 hours. What you want to do is kind of tell your body to make up for the lost stimulation for the baby. So if your baby is normally stimulating your breast and your body every 3 hours, you want to be pumping every 3 hours as well. Some people say, how long do I pump with each session? Most pumps have a program that's actually already on the pump that lasts about 15 minutes. But the key really is the intensity. You do not want the force of the pump to be too strong. If it's too strong and it causes you pain, it will actually inhibit your milk production and possibly even cause you long-term damage on the breasts. So you don't have to crank it all the way up, just enough that you can feel the tugging and it feels the force, but it's not painful. If you want, some people actually, they put a little bit of the colostrum around the nipple and the areola and they air dry after pumping, and that works very well too. So my tips so far, early stimulation as number 1. Number 2 is frequency, about every 3 to 4 hours for about 15 minutes. Number 3 is a big one that not a lot of people know even, but make sure that the size of the breast shield is appropriate. Some people, they'll put on the pump, and if the nipple is, when you put the pump on, if the nipple is hitting the walls in any way without the stimulation, that means you need a bigger size. Or the pump shield can actually sometimes be too big as well. They actually have different sizes of breast pumps and breast shields. So you can actually buy them online through Amazon or Walmart, and you can always get a fitting as well from a lactation consultant. I do offer virtual and in-home consultations. If you want me to just size a breast shield for you, I would love to do that. They're also called flanges. But it's very important to have the correct size. So we had early stimulation, frequency of stimulation, and the correct breast shield. Now, the 4th one is very, very important, but you have to create the atmosphere for pumping. Some people, it helps if they have a picture of the baby around them or if they have some calm music, but whatever you do, it's just very important to have a calm atmosphere that will really help your breastfeeding experience. So thank you so much for watching, and I really hope this made a difference in your life. Goodbye.